All right, let's run through the currency converter tutorial as a test. So first we launch Project Builder. Then we make a new project. seem to have done that wrong. Throw that in the trash. Let's make a new folder. Let's call it source. All right, so what did I do wrong there? Let's see. Select the project location, project type application. Gotta make sure I choose project type application. So let's make a new application in the source directory. Yeah, we don't want an aggregate, we want an application. Okay, currency converter. So there's our main. Runs NS application main. Currency converter nib. All right, let's go to the next section. And let's create the nib. Where is the main nib file though? Interfaces, next step. Nib, Windows, nib. Okay, so we open the nib file, which opens Interface Builder. Here is our main window. Here is the object browser, and here's the palette. So let's hide Project Builder now. Let's hide Interface Builder as well. Okay, resize the window. There we go. set the window title and attributes. Click the window to select it. Choose Tools Inspector. Enter the window title and turn off the resize option. And now we're going to add our interface elements. We want a text field. Delete that text out of there. Lengthen the text field. Duplicate the object, huh? Okay, so we're going to copy and paste this text field. Let's not drag out a new object. Let's copy and paste it again. There's our output. Okay, so let's see. Tools, colors. Let's choose this color. Let's choose the color panel. Wait, what? Attributes, background color, right. Okay, so we drag this into here. And turn off editable and scrollable for our output box. All right, let's create these titles, these labels. I think the font is a fine size, exchange rate per dollar, dollars to convert. Okay, so I guess the font is too big. Where do we get the font panel? Format, font, font panel. let's copy and paste this label again. Let's call this converted. And now we want a button called convert. Uh-oh. What happened here? I crashed. Seriously, what happened? Okay, so I just unplugged the game cacher and replugged it. That seems to have helped. Okay, so now we're going to create our button. We're going to call it convert. We're going to make it so that you can press return. There is no NS return sign. Okay, so whatever. We're going to have to click on it. Instead of pressing the return key. So, okay, let's create a decorative line. So we want a box object with no title. And vertical offset of 0. And now we have a line, decorative line. We don't care about the alignment. We don't care about next key view, which is what you use to set the tab order. Well, okay, let's set the next key view. So, we select the first key, first text field. We hold the control key and we drag. And we set it to the next key view. Connect. And then we can go here, hold down Control, drag to here, and set the next key view to there so that the tab key will switch between those two fields. Alright, so we're done with our interface, so let's hit save. And test interface. And we can type stuff into here. Cool, we tested our interface. Alright, let's go to the next section. Blah, blah, blah. So we're going to have a controller object and a converter object. So let's create a subclass of NSObject. Where's the operations menu? I think we just hit, there we go. So we created a new class called myNSObject. Let's call it converter controller. And the documentation will tell us what an outlet is, what an action is. Where is the operations pull down menu? That's funny. It should be here. Edit class. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I guess that's odd. Alright, so we're going to create an outlet. We're going to create two outlets, one called dollar field and one called total field. So we just click on outlet and press return or enter. Total field. And let's create an action called convert. And let's also add a new outlet called converter, apparently. So now we want to create an instance of converter controller. Classes should be instantiate. We can't do that. Why? There. Alright, now we have an instance of converter controller in our nib, so when our application starts up, an instance of the converter controller class will automatically be created. So there's our new instance right there, converter controller. Yeah, so now we control drag from this instance to our converter. Fields. So that's the dollar field, we'll connect that. And then we control drag again to the total field. Oops. We'll connect that to the total field outlet. Oh, wait. We didn't create a rate field. They didn't tell us to create a rate field. Okay, let's go back. Create a new outlet called rate field. Okay, so let's reconnect. Okay, so this is the rate. This is the dollar field. And this is the total field. So now we're going to connect our action. So this button is going to, so we're going to control click on this button and drag to our converter, and then we will connect the convert action. Yep. So we did all that, so let's save. Oh wait, we want to save our interface builder document. So let's see, it's telling us that we can connect each field to the convert action so that when you press return in that field it does a convert. Alright, now I think we're going to write the code. So we're going to click on the converter controller class, and choose create files. we're back in Project Builder, and we now have a converter controller.m file, which is an Objective-C source file. And we have our convert method. If we look in our headers, we see our outlets are converter, dollar field, rate field, and total field. And there's a prototype for the convert method, whose implementation is in converter controller.m. So I already said yes on those two panels. I already examined the header file. We didn't create our converter in class, did we? Okay, let's see. So, converter is supposed to have a convert amount. So let's create an NSObject subclass called converter. And oops. Create the files for that. And let's see, can we copy paste this? So we're gonna change our method definition here. I think we need to do it in the header as well. Save this. Alright, let's go back to our documentation. So we added our method definition. And we're going to add our convert amount implementation. So convert amount takes a float amount and a float by rate and returns amount times rate. So let's go back to Project Builder, go back to our source file, classes, converter, and we're just going to return amount times rate. Save that. And now we're going to edit the converter controller. So let's go back to Project Builder, go back to the converter controller implementation file. And we're going to copy over this code here. So let's have some floats. let's set our local variable amount to the result of sending the float value message to the dollar field outlet. Do the same thing for the rate with the rate field. And then we will set the total local variable to the result of calling the convert amount method on our converter outlet. And then we will tell our total field outlet to set float value to total, and then we're sending select text to the rate field and passing our self for some reason. All right. Oh, and we need to import converter.h. Alright, I'm not going to bother automatically selecting the rate field here. Alright, now we can build it. Save my files. Hit the build button. So the nib has been changed. Let's save that and build. Alright, it's building. Build succeeded. Alright, and then it shows us what to do if we have an error. And now we want to run currency converter. Do we really have to find it in the workspace and launch it? We can't launch it from Project Builder. That's interesting. Find launcher. Alright. Launch. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, so the exchange rate is, let's say, 0.75, and we're going to convert that many dollars. That didn't work. So there's obviously a bug in my code. Let's figure out what it is here. So, dollar field, rate field. This should be dollar field, this should be rate field. Alright, let's quit this. Go back to interface builder. We never, let's see, we got to create an instance of our converter. Connect the converter outlet by holding down Control and dragging over here. Yeah, we didn't have our converter outlet connected. So let me hit save here. Let's hide interface builder. Go back to project builder. Go back to our run panel. Run it again. Okay, so 75 cents per dollar. A lot of dollars. Didn't work. Dollar field, rate field, total field. Okay, let's check in interface builder again. Let's see, what do we have here? So dollar field, what's it connected to? So no, that's wrong. Okay, so this is the dollar field. Disconnect. That's the dollar field. This is the rate field. And this is the total field. Alright, we connected everything up again. Hit save. Let's hide interface builder. Go back to the build window. Run it again. 75 cents per dollar and a lot of dollars. Huh. Huh. Well, oh, we gotta rebuild it again, right? Yeah, okay. So let's build it. There we go. Now let's run it. Set an exchange rate of 75 cents per dollar. That's not right. What about if we convert $1? No? Oh my god. What am I doing here? Okay, so our converter that's connected there. Amount times rate. So let's see, if we hit debug, can set a breakpoint here. No. Run it. Now can I set a breakpoint? No. Okay, well, let's see. Stop it. Okay, let's tell it we're going to debug again. Double click to set a breakpoint. Now let's run. We want to hide interface builder. We want to go to our app. We want to convert $1 with an exchange rate. Alright, so now we have a breakpoint here. Print value. Print rate. Print amount. Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely our problem. So let's stop. Why is that the wrong amount? So in our controller, we get the rate field convert amount. Do I have the wrong? Do I have the outlets set wrong again? Go to our outlets, converter. Oh no, not that. I want to look at our instances. Look at our connections again. Okay, so our dollar field is set wrong. Our rate field, so they're both set to the same thing. So let's disconnect this dollar field. Hold down Control and drag to the correct dollar field. Hit connect. Save it. Let's hide Interface Builder again. Go back to Project Builder. Let's build it again. Done. Let's go back to our debug window. And let's just launch it this time. Okay, so our exchange rate again is 75 cents. Let's convert $1. There we go, it worked. So let's convert a lot of dollars. Cool. That's our currency converter. So that is how you built an application using AppKit on OpenStep 4.2. Hope you enjoyed this.